You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, thanks for popping in at short notice, Jack.
Take a seat.
Coffee?
Just had one, thanks. Although I'm not sure you could call it coffee.
You've not been tempted to use the machine, have you? I keep telling you, Jack, you need one of these.
With all due respect, sir,
I'm not about to spend 600 quid on a fancy coffee machine when I can simply pop across the road and get one made for me at Starbucks, even if they do insist on trying to sell me brews with fancy pants names made from finest yak's milk, cold roasted for 3 years, then hidden in a salt mine for a further 2, and then percolated through a filter spun by villagers in a remote Kenyan mountain village. As I keep reminding them, I like it simple. Black. No fuss, no froth. Just black. But all the cafes are shut because of the coronavirus. Are you sure you don't want a coffee? It'll take no time at all.
Thank you, but no.
All right, have it your own way. Did you watch the Queen's message last night?
Yeah, the old girl did okay.
Now then, Jack, that's no way to refer to Her Majesty. Please, show some respect.
Sorry, sir. I wasn't aware you were such a monarchist.
Me? Not really. But in my position, you never know when the call may come from the palace. I'm one of the few chief constables without a knighthood, you know.
That must be very frustrating for you, I'm sure. Now, Jack, less of the sarcasm. Anyway, what was it you wanted to speak to me about? Not coffee shops and gongs, surely.
No, you're quite right. I wanted to thank you in person for your recent efforts to communicate with the public. The updates have certainly made an impact.
Waste of time, if you ask me. All this social media stuff didn't stop that woman driving to Mildenheath Common for a second day with her dogs. I doubt the 30 quid fine I slapped her with will do much good either. Seems that mutt of hers, Tricky Woo, well, whatever they want, Tricky Woo gets. She claims he'll only do his business at a particular spot close to the Millennium Wilderness Garden, and she couldn't bear for her darling's routine to be disturbed, even if there is a global pandemic going on.
There'll always be a few who break the rules, Jack. But for the most part, I think this outreach work has made a valuable contribution to the public's perception of the role we play in these difficult times. There is, however, something I need to discuss with you.
Oh?
2 things, actually. Firstly, while you and I can enjoy a little man-to-man banter, I think you need to remember that what you say and how you say it is being heard by the general public. Some of your language this week has been, how shall I put it, colourful.
What the bloody hell does that mean, sir?
Precisely that. You don't have to emphasise things by swearing.
Jesus.
But saying bloody isn't effing swearing, sir. Perhaps not here, Jack. But remember, your messages reach an international audience. I've had messages from as far away as places like Vernal in Utah. They don't like cussing, Jack, in the United States.
Well, perhaps they shouldn't be listening then. These messages are for the good people of Mildenheath, not Americans.
You don't seem to get it, Jack. This is a connected world we live in. These things have a habit of going viral, if you pardon the pun.
Oh, bleeding right.
I'll curb the bloody language. Good. I knew I could count on you.
And the other thing?
Oh, yes. The business with Debbie Weston. Do you not think you're a little harsh?
Are you for real, sir?
She seems to be under the impression she can just turn up to work when she fancies. Her mum only has to fail to wipe a bogey from her nose, and she demands weeks off until her mum's feeling better.
Enough is enough.
She's taking a piss. But Jack, you and I know we have clear policies designed to support staff in times of difficulty. We place great store in staff welfare, and by extension the welfare of their close relatives.
With the greatest of respect, sir, that's bullshit. My principal job is to protect the people of Mildenheath, and I can't do that if my team think they can just click their fingers and bugger off for weeks on end.
Now, Jack, that's enough. I've granted DS Weston her furlough request. Not least because sharing that conversation with the wider world was a PR disaster. We can't afford to project an image like that. But no buts, Jack. You just have to make do, best you can. I see. Well, if it's all the same to you, I will need to inform my one remaining colleague that it's just he and I holding the thin blue line between order and chaos in Mildenheath. Jack, I haven't finished. Well, I have. There's something else I need to tell you. It seems you have a new fan. Oh? Despite my misgivings, it seems that our esteemed Police and Crime Commissioner Penny Andrews likes your straight-talking style. Well, you'll forgive me if I don't do a jig of delight at that news. As far as I'm concerned, I couldn't give a tinker's cuss what that woman thinks. She's about as much use as a chocolate fireguard. Please, Jack, we've been over this. We need to stay in our good books. Why? What's the bloody point? Because she has the power to shut this station down and move us all to Milton House, that's why. And we don't want that, do we? Besides, the coffee's even worse there. Point taken. Can I go now, Chief Constable? You may. Oh, and give some thought about tomorrow's update, would you? Why? Because you'll be co-hosting tomorrow's with Penny Andrews. You have got to be joking, sir. I wish I were. I wish I were.